Hello everyone, Wildfire00972 here, and welcome back to the Pearl Nuzlocke. In the last episode, we escaped the evil clutches known as Victory Road, and my rappel wore off. Thanks for telling me, game. Alright, in this episode, we are going to get to our final trial. Or I should say, second to last trial, because as it turns out, we have one more surprise fight before we can even talk to the badge checker guy. So real quick, I want you to see that I have Grape out in front, and I have given him a magnet to hold. That is because whatever your berry uses at the front is always a Staraptor, or he always uses a flying type, so you want to make sure you have something that can handle flying types before you go into this fight. So with that said, let's go ahead and talk to this guy, and nope, we're not talking to him. Hold it! Don't go off without me! You're challenging the Pokémon League, aren't you? That's why I'm here too. Let's see who's more worthy of making the challenge with a battle. And we are fighting Barry. Or whatever you named him, you could have named him something else. He's going to send out Staraptor, like I just said. Level 48, close combat, aerial ace, steel wing, and U-turn. I'm hoping that the magnet will actually do enough to knock it out. I can't quite guarantee it, but I'm hoping. He's using U-turn. Crud. That's not something I anticipated. U-turn is going to make it switch out, so it can go switch out to something else, probably a grass type. Nope, what an idiot. He's sending out Floatzel, level 49, Aqua Jet, Crunch, Ice Fang, and Brick Break. This thing isn't too powerful, although it does have a variety of moves, so that's the one thing you gotta be wary about. It's also very fast, but luckily for me, Thunderbolt was enough to do it in one hit. That's quite impressive. Alright, that was easy. Now he's sending out Roserade. I'm going to switch out to... I'm gonna think here. Yeah, I'm gonna switch out to Habanero. Because he has, every single move that she has is super effective on a grass type. Roserade is at level 49 with Poison Jab, Giga Drain, Shadow Ball, and Grass Whistle. Kinda odd choice for moves, Shadow Ball and Grass Whistle. But they could get the job done. So I'm gonna risk Mega Horn. Alright, it actually hit. So let's see how much damage it does. And it did over half, that's something, and it used Giga Drain, which hopefully won't do too much to me, but it is very high in special attack, and it barely did a thing. So I'm going to finish it off with a simple Flamethrower. This should do enough to knock it out. So let's see. Perfect, just enough. Alright. 2,142 experience. Now he's sending out Snorlax. Ooh boy. This thing. Ooh boy, this thing. Alright, I'm gonna send out Pancake because she has close combat, which would make wonders against this thing. Alright, Snorlax is level 51. Body Slam, Crunch, Earthquake, and Rest. Do not underestimate this thing. It is powerful. It also has one of the highest amounts of special defense. So do not use special moves on it for the love of almighty pillow fights. I don't know. So I'm just gonna use close combat and hope for the best. Thankfully it can't use Earthquake on me, which is probably its most powerful move aside from Body Slam. So the one thing I'm worried about is Crunch. And there goes my defense. Okay, what's it gonna do? It's using Body Slam. Okay, let's see how much it does. Okay, even with my attack, my defense lowered, I didn't do too much. So, I'll just do another close combat on it. And this should do it in. Alright, a critical hit. That would have been useful the first turn, but what can you do? Alright, so I need to get out of here. What's he sending out next? Sending out Heracross, that's the one thing I didn't want to see since I have to switch out. I guess I'll switch out to Habanero. I mean, there's not really much else I can do. Alright. Heracross is at level 50. Close Combat, Rock Slide, Night Slash, and Aerial Ace. This thing has a lot of offensive power. So, it also has a wide variety of moves. Thankfully, it does not know Mega Horn, so don't need to worry about that. I'm just going to use Bounce and hope for the best. I'm using Close Combat, thankfully it missed. And I used Bounce, and it actually hit, so hopefully the 4 times damage will do enough. Beautiful. Freaking gorgeous. Alright. That was awesome. Another 2,142 experience. Now he's sending out Staraptor again. Okay. So I'll send Grape back out. And I'll just use a quick Thunderbolt. Alright. Hopefully it won't use U-turn again. I think I said its moves the first time around, but in case you forgot, I'll go ahead and say them again. Close Combat, Aerial Ace, Steel Wing, and U-turn. Now I'm glad Intimidate doesn't lower special attack, otherwise Thunderbolt wouldn't do that much. Okay, it's using Aerial Ace, so that's good. Hopefully it won't do too much, and that actually did a lot. A lot more than I hoped for. But let's see how much Thunderbolt does. Hopefully with the Magnet giving that little extra oomph, it should do enough. Okay, did about a good chunk. I'm just gonna go and use Thunderbolt again and finish it off. And it's using U-turn, of course. Of course. Okay. This is getting obnoxious. Well, let's see how much Thunderbolt does to Infernape. Alright. Level 53. Flamethrower, Focus Blast, Shadow Claw, and Aerial Ace. Again, weird choice of moves. But if it works, it works. And it didn't do all that much. So, before I do anything else, I'm going to read off the Pokemon moves that I don't get to see, but you might get to see. If you chose Piplup, he will have a Torterra, level 53, Leaf Storm, Earthquake, Crunch, and Synthesis. Or, if you chose Chimchar, he will have Empoleon at level 53, with Brine, Aerial Ace, Metal Claw, and Shadow Claw. And oh, also before I forget, if you have either Piplup or Chimchar as your starter, he will also have a Rapidash at level 49 with Fire Blast, Sunny Day, Bounce, and Will-O-Wisp. Just wanted to get that out of the way. So, I think I'm going to get out of here and go to Blueberry. Because Shadow Claw will do a ton of damage to me, and Blueberry is very defensive, so anything it may use probably won't do that much. Okay, it used Shadow Claw like I predicted. And, okay, that didn't do too much, but I do gotta be careful. Whatever. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and check which one does the most damage. It's either Earthquake or Surf. And I also want to calculate which I have more of and which he has more of in terms of defense. So give me one quick sec. It looks like he's around the same in defense. I'm gonna quickly check Gastrodon. Looks like he has more special attack than regular attack. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and use Surf. Okay, he's using Aerial Ace. This shouldn't do too much. Okay, that wasn't too threatening, but I do need to be careful. Or I do gotta be careful. Okay. And that actually did it. Alright. So one more Pokemon to go. Back to his Staraptor for a third time. Man, I miss it in Gen 6 where you share the experience, like all of the experience. But what can you do? So, I'm going to switch back to Grape. Unfortunately, Carrot and Celery won't be seeing much action. but that's the way the cookie crumbles. And actually, to be safe, I better heal. Because that Staraptor, if it gets a very powerful Aerialation, that could be it. I fully believe in this last one. I have no reason to freak out. Okay, it's lowering my attack again, but I don't need to worry because I'm special attack mostly. So I'm not gonna risk it. I'm using a Hyper Potion. Moo Moo Milk won't do enough to get me back to full health, and in this case, I need every hit point I can get. That extra 14 is entirely worth it, and it used U-turn, so I didn't need to worry too much. Luckily, he has nothing to switch to. We're not finished yet. We'll get out of this spot because we're so tight. That's what she said. Okay, no, I'm sorry. So, if this Thunderbolt hits, we've beaten him. Using U-turn again, and let's hope Thunderbolt hits. It should. It's 100% accurate. And we have beaten Barry. Alright, we actually did it. We beat Barry. Alright, thank goodness. 1768 experience. Level 50. Booyah! Alright. Player defeated Pokemon Trainer Barry. What just went down? My team still needs raising? Training? Whatever. I guess I'm not ready for the Pokemon League if I'm losing to you. Darn it! You watch, though. I'll get tougher and win my way through the Pokemon League. No, you won't. Because I'm going to be the champion, the toughest trainer. Alex, you better not lose to anyone before me. Yeah, we'll see about that. Alright, first things first, I want to heal real quick since we're here. And then we'll go ahead and talk to the badge check guy. Man, can't believe we came all this way. We started mid-March, I think. And now we'll be ending, hopefully, before Christmas. Alright, so let's talk to this guy. Let me confirm that you are qualified to challenge the Pokemon League. So, let us examine the gems you've gathered from Sinnoh. Orberg City's Coal Badge, Eterna City's Forest Badge, Veilstone City's Cobble Badge, Pastoria City's Fen Badge, Hearthome City's Relic Badge, Canalave City's Mine Badge, Still Point City's Icicle Badge, and Sunny Shore's Beacon Badge. We did it! Very well. Trainer, you've indeed collected all the gym badges of Sinnoh. Demonstrate the power that brought you here and go for glory. We'll do it later. Because I need to do a crap ton of training. I need to get my Pokemon clear up to level 60. Because I'm going to need every bit of help I can get. And people in the comments of previous videos were saying you need to get super high level. And I appreciate the help. Thank you. I wouldn't be doing this if it weren't for you guys. Either correcting me when I'm wrong, or giving me useful hints that either I already knew or wouldn't think about. So, I thank you guys. We're coming so close to the end of the game. And because of this, I'm going to give hints to what I'm going to do for my next Let's Play. And I hope that these aren't too cryptic. And I hope you can figure them out. Here you go. Alright, with that out of the way, I am going to do a lot of training over in Victory Road, and the next time on the Pokemon Pearl Nuzlocke, we will be finally fighting the Elite Four. And I'm probably going to do one Elite Four member for each video, so just be wary that there will be at least 5 more episodes unless something else happens that I need to talk about. So, I will see you then. Don't tell me. We're about to go over a huge waterfall. Yep. Sharp rocks at the bottom? Most likely. Bring it on. Booyah! Woo-hoo! Well, that was anticlimactic. Anyway, see you guys later.